We first read about this gentleman in a local paper, and as I mentioned earlier, he has been in 14 pictures with people like Diane Cannon, Goldie Hawn, Susan St. James, and he actually has never left his hometown. Would you welcome the toast of Paris, Texas, Gene Rader. Gene? How are you, Gene? It's nice to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure's on this end, Mr. Carson.
You do have a little bit of a Texas accent.
Well, I've had it all of my life.
You lived there all your life in Paris?
Oh, yeah, I discovered America there.
Yeah.
Right in
Paris. Whereabouts is Paris, Texas?
Well, from here I wouldn't have no idea. But if we was in Dallas, it would be yonder way.
Yonder?
About 90 miles.
That's what they always say in Texas.
Yes,
It's yonder. Yeah, good to see you.
Good to be here.
Is this a Christmas tie or...
Well, I could brag on them ties a whole lot, but I don't imagine we got time.
Yeah.
I can't hardly see a darn thing out there, but I know there's a bunch of folks out there, ain't there?
Oh, because of the life, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. May I wish them Happy New Year?
Sure you can.
Listen, Johnny,
Yeah.
Would you mind if I said hello to my folks in Paris? I love my folks in Paris. And wish them a Happy New Year. I ain't seen them since the New Year.
How about a phone call? Wouldn't that...
Well, I'd like to do that if you could afford it.
No. Okay, well...
May I go wave at them and say...
Didn't you see your folks this holiday, or what?
No, sir, I've been en route coming down here.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Did you fly here?
Did I fly here?
No, I asked you.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
I puckered up when I got off of the ground and didn't unpucker till I don't go out for flying a whole lot.
Don't you like flying? Why not?
I just ain't used to it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And as we was coming over, I never did get to wish folks Happy New Year in Paris.
Uh-huh.
May I do that?
I guess so, yeah.
Where would I look to do that?
Well, where would you like to look, Ian?
I don't know where to...
Well, we have a camera out here.
Hi, buddies in Paris, Texas. This is Gene. I don't want to steal your show, John.
But that'll be...
You won't let me do that, will you?
It'll be $640, Gene. Hey, how long have you lived in Paris, Texas?
59 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You married, man?
Am I married? I don't know whether I was born first or married first.
How long have you been married?
I believe Dorothy said 37 years.
Same woman, then?
Oh, very much so. She still looks that way. She kind of looks a little different down here in California, but it's the same old gal.
What do you think of California? Have you spent much time out here?
I ain't met nobody I didn't like. Really? You know, I believe I could carry any of them back to Paris, Texas with me, and they'd be right at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in 39 years, married, have you ever had any problems? Any arguments? Most people do, you know.
Yeah, we've had a few, you know, but we've seemed to work them out, you know, pretty good.
What'd you argue about?
Well, on our honeymoon, I reckon that was about the first one. Got over and I can't see them out there, but they're there.
Oh, they're there. Yeah, they're there.
Listen, went to the Dolphins Hotel in Dallas on our honeymoon.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, and so I went down there and I said, I'd like you know, what I mean, you know.
A drink?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I said, we can't sell you. I said, how come? They said, you too young. I said, man, spending my honeymoon over here with y'all and can't have it right. It's on the house. Well, they like to rent me with that, you know, when they put it all on the house. And then me and Dorothy got out, bless her heart, and she spied a pair of red shoes in the window.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is on our honeymoon, our second day, you know, and she wanted them red shoes, and I wouldn't let her have them.
Why not?
I didn't think we could afford them. Me and Dorothy, we live, you know, pretty close. You know, we were kind of close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted the shoes and you didn't want to buy them?
Yes, and I didn't buy them, so I put my foot down right in the beginning and stopped her right there.
Yeah.
And so it's just worked out real good.
You know,
you
got to show them who's boss right off.
Well, that's a good way, you know.
Did you ever get her the shoes?
No, sir, I didn't.
Didn't?
She ain't had a red pair of shoes in 35 years, you know. She already got them before we got married.
Yeah. Tell me about this movie career of yours. Tell me you've been in 14 motion pictures. You want to do a commercial first? Then we'll come back and talk about this.
Are we going to get to come back? I mean, with me?
Well, I am. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah, I don't know either.
I pretend to show up. We'll take a break, and we'll come right back. You stay right where you are. They're right there. Yeah. Thank you, Doc. Pretty good stuff, huh? Okay, if you joined us, this gentleman, all right, is Gene Rader from Paris, Texas.
Yes.
What do you do in Paris for a living?
I'm really a horologist. Now, I need to explain that
I
a
wish you
little
would,
bit.
yes.
Yes, sir.
A horologist.
Yes, sir. And when I first started taking it, I didn't know what it meant either. And I'd heard that word loosely used, you know. But what that means, I'm a fine watchmaker. In other words, that refers to a watchmaker as a doctor of time.
I see.
Yeah, that's what I am.
That's pretty interesting.
Yes,
Now, tell me about this movie career. Somebody said you've been in 14 pictures.
Yeah.
All of
but
them
if
were
you
down in
went-
Texas.
Yes, sir. If you went to the toilet and stayed any while, you'd miss me in all 14 of them. You know, I ain't.
You mean you were like an extra?
Oh, no, sir.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no. I was referred to as a big dude, you know, kind of bogged down like I am now in
Now,
hot butter.
What
you
are some of the pictures you were in?
Well, I was in Sugarland Express. That was the first one. That was the
Goldie
big
Hawn.
Sir?
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, it was on last night right here in the hotel.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I missed it.
Sure was. And the hotel, it was so fuzzy I couldn't see it.
Oh.
You know, and I was going to watch one of them dancing flicks down there, and it said they'll be on at 10:10.
Right.
And I hung around till 10:30, you know, and it kept saying to be on at 10:10, so I called the hotel, and I said, when's this other thing going to come on here? And they said, oh, we're sorry, it ain't working tonight, you know.
So you missed the picture.
Missed Sugarland and the other flick, too.
Now, what other pictures have you been in?
Well, I was in Outlaw Blues, and I was in Honeysuckle Rose.
With Willie Nelson?
With Willie Nelson. In fact, I've
Did
got
you get
his
to meet
hat.
you get to meet all those people?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I got Willie Nelson's hat with me. See, I got to run the bar.
Oh,
I
I
ain't
see.
straightened up since, you know, and I don't know how many years that's
What do you think of the people from Hollywood?
Oh, I just love them. You know,
All
I
of
love them. Yeah, and in Paris, Texas, you know, we greet everybody when we see them, you know, with good morning. So this morning, you know, I was kind of jerking around, telling everybody, I said, I'm going to be on the Johnny Carson. Oh, going to be on the Johnny Carson. Yeah, boy. And so I was on the elevator all by myself. And here comes this nice little fella pushing a wheelbarrow loaded with suitcases, you know. And I started to get off. He said, oh, no, you ain't at the right place. Yeah, I said, oh, I ain't. I said, well, good morning. And we were peeping through them suitcases in a crack there, you know, and I said, are you hard at it? And boy, he jerked back. I believe he'd have took a swing at me. He thought I said, are you hard-headed?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And I said, are you hard at it? In Paris, Texas, that means you're a working hard. You know, we greet folks with, are you hard at it, when you're working and doing, you know, doing something.
What are some of the other pictures you were in?
What did we do?
Yeah, did you?
It don't take much to turn him
You work
on
with
to-
Diane. No, you're right there. Yeah,
Boy, don't you appreciate having a guy
He's
like
easy.
that with you, yeah.
So how long you been?
Well, I've been in Outlaw Blues.
Yeah, you mentioned that one.
I did?
Yeah, how about Diane
See?
Cannon? Didn't you work
Oh,
with her?
gosh, yeah. Well, she was in Honeysuckle Rose.
Oh, that's
Prettiest
right.
woman I believe I ever
Really?
met.
Yeah, she's...
And I always, you know, I try to get my picture made with folks.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm going to ask you if I could have one made with you to carry back to Paris.
Sure.
You know, you're heavy in Paris already. But
Does that mean good?
That's good. But, man, you took the brag off of the bush, off of the top of the tree when me and you come out in the Parish News, right on the front page. That's right.
Can you guarantee me the front
I
page?
guarantee you.
Yeah.
And we're being recorded in Parish, Texas by 28,495 recorders
They
right
got
now.
everything going, huh?
Yes, sir. We living it up over there now.
Yeah.
You'll never be forgotten, Parish, Texas, Johnny Carson.
Well, I don't want to be.
Well,
Forgotten in Paris. It's Gene, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad
Oh,
you
my
came out
pleasure.
here. I hope you have a happy new year. And
Well, thank you.
if we get down to Paris, Texas, we'll...
Oh, I want you to like for you to move the show down there if you could.
Well, we'll have to think about that. That's a
Yeah,
possibility.
Why not?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Gene, thank you for
my
coming.
Goodness, my
Have a
pleasure.
happy new year.
You bet.
Let's see you.